Okay, and then you've been working with our team in India, and how has that been with the communication? And do you like the availability? And talk to me a little bit about that, the experience with the people.
Sure, they've been very helpful. They always leave me good like notes if they're working on an item, letting me know what part that they're working on. And then if it's something that they haven't started yet, they're really good at letting me know what step they are in going to start it or how far out they are from starting it. So it's just been really good. I really haven't had to follow up with anybody. They've been kind of the first to reach out to let me know something's going to happen. And
That's
I
great
appreciate
to
that.
hear. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
great to hear. When you don't have to chase down somebody to see where they are in the process, and that's great to hear that we were being proactive, because that's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's really good to hear. I'm sure they're going to be happy to hear that. Definitely. Okay, and then tell me a little bit about, so the timeline. So they're pretty good at communicating those as well, and providing tracking. And then again, all of that is on the platform, so you can go in and find your invoices and pay that way. Everything is in one location. So I'm sure you find that convenient.
Mm.
Tell me a little bit about the quality, because you are comparing something that is manufactured, which is really still made by hand in India, because we still hand finish everything and polish it and file it, do all that kind of stuff. So it is made, it's not like it's made by a machine, but it's somebody else making it. So how has that worked for you, and what do you think about the quality?
I think it's really great. So when we first started, I sent 6 items that I had been making consistently all by myself. So I knew exactly how they were supposed to look. And then I sent 1 item where I just hand sketched what I wanted, and they did the CAD and then everything else from there. So I wanted to compare how they made something where I knew it should look like, and then making something for me from scratch. And both were great. We did have, I think the only issue I had in the beginning was I use a lot of patina in my work. So the pieces that I had made before, I knew exactly how I wanted the patina to look. But, if you just say I want patina on it, they probably don't know exactly how I do it. So it took a couple of videos back and forth for them to get it how I wanted. But since then, they've done that perfectly every time. But yeah, I think it looks like what I made, but better because everything, they have probably more time to focus on it. And I think at the end, I was kind of rushing through some of the items that I was doing and just doing my best, like I wasn't polishing them maybe to the best of my ability. But
Wow,
yeah.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If we're up to par and maybe even better. Wow, that's great. And yeah, the videos help, right? I mean, I think that's
Mhm.
good thing is that we send, the pictures and video before we ever even ship anything, so that you can correct whatever you see needs to be corrected before we do that. So that's good to hear that you were able to catch it on a video and then redirect them as to how to finish it. So that's really good. Can you show, do you have any of your pieces? Can you show us some of them?
Yeah. So I'm wearing 3 necklaces that y'all made for me. Along
Butterfly.
with,
These are
yeah,
better. Uh-huh.
and then a little ring. And then I've got some over here too. So I've got a little sunflower necklace. I've got it in the big, and I'm wearing the little one. And I love to, I had not done any marks on my pieces before, like a maker stamp or anything. So I love how you'll have, you were able to engrave my logo and the 925 silver on all of my pieces too. So
That's
it
nice.
kind of feel more professional.
Yeah, like more finish. Yeah. You have
Yeah.
the time to add those things in for sure. And the chain is good. You like the chain that we've been sourcing, and
Yes. So I had, since I'd been making those pieces, I would say for some of them 5 years. So I kind of figured out exactly how I wanted all the findings to look. I let you like kind of gave everybody the specifications of the type of chain, what size everything should be. And yeah, I think I didn't have any issues with the chain at all. When once I submitted what I wanted, what was offered was exactly what I had in mind. And
perfect.
it's been just as um, just as good as the chains that I had before.
Oh, that's good. Good. Yeah, I like the chains that they make or they provide. These are good personally.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Is there anything that you want to add or tell us about your experience with working with Rialto?
I've really enjoyed having you kind of on my team too, since this is something that's completely brand new to me. Just I haven't outsourced anything overseas before. And I think every now and then there is some language barriers, even though everybody speaks English very well. Um, and then also you don't know what you don't know as far as the manufacturing. So I can only share so much of what I know about how I want my pieces to be, but maybe that verbiage isn't how everybody speaks in the manufacturing world as well. So it's been really good to have you to kind of chat with, like, hey, does this look right before I submit my order? And just kind of make sure everything's looking good on my behalf as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love working with you and it's really great to hear that we're able to help you because I definitely see how this would support your growth, you know? I mean, I don't I don't see how you would grow without it. So that's really great. And I hope you get into a lot of stores and continue to have success in your own store. And if I'm ever in your area, I'm gonna totally come and visit you. Sounds so cool.
Yes, it's a
Um,
fun building.
yeah, that sounds really fun. That would be really fun. And I guess that's really it. If you have any, what would be like any advice that you would have on a designer that's starting to work with us? What would you advise them about?
I just think it would probably be helpful to know exactly what you want in order to get the finished product that you're going to be most happy with. So, with the design that you all did, the CAD for me and the finished item, it was helpful for me to be able to picture exactly like the dimensions and all the findings and everything for that. I think if you don't know exactly what you want, then you're not going to get the finished product that you're happy with.
Mhm.
Because it's hard to explain what you want to somebody else
It
and
really
have them
is.
get what you expected.
Yeah, I found that myself. Like I had a pair of earrings that I designed. I had them make a pair of earrings for my son's wedding, and there were just things about it that I just didn't like. I just never thought about the depth of the stone. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. And there's just little things that you just don't know to look for, and it's hard to communicate. Like it was the simplest thing, but for some reason it's hard to get what's in your head out like on paper, and then but it's more so it's like it can be a bit challenging. So that's why I think it is. I like that advice that you're giving because the more that you can communicate upfront about what you want, the better off you're going to be. There's no such thing as like over communicating. So any kind of dimensions and you know, any kind of images that you can show the finish on thing, any kind of information that you can give, I think is you're better off in the end for sure. So I agree with that. That's the most challenging part of this for people, I think,
Yeah,
is is that part of it. But once you get past that and you have the piece made, it's simple. It's very
exactly. Yeah.
it can go a lot quicker and it's a lot easier. Okay, and then tell us if you want to give us your website. I know you do some other things with some engravers, so if you want to kind of speak to everyone about the other things that you do, that would be great, and where we can find you.
Sure. You can visit my website at paigebarbee.com. And Barbie is spelled Barbee, like Bumblebee. I'm also on Instagram at Paige Barbee Jewelry. And then I do YouTube videos at Paige Barbee, where I share behind the scenes of just what it's like being a small business owner. I have become a laser engraver influencer on accident. So I share a lot about the laser engravers that I use for making some of the jewelry as well.
That's great. Um, that's great that you fell into that though. I mean, I think that's cool. Do you
Yeah.
save a lot of your pieces or no?
So the pieces that y'all don't make, I've come out with a collection just to help with making some pieces to fill up my store where I have just like flat disc charms that I make like a bunch of those and then I engrave different things on them. So I've got like a bumblebee, a butterfly, a cowboy boot, and I let my customers build their own necklaces. So we have a selection of chains for them to pick from and a selection of charms for them to pick from as well.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I mean, I was in the we had a personalized jewelry business, so I consider myself a master engraver myself. I did it so long ago that I didn't even use a laser engraver. It's like a CNC and something else, another engraver that has another technology. But anyway, so yeah, guys, if you need a laser engraver, you're gonna call Paige Barbee. She's gonna help you. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. So a lot of people ask me about that all the time. So anyway.
Yeah, they're really expensive for the traditional jewelry engravers because I thought I would make an investment in my business a couple years ago, and I thought an engraver would be a good investment. And then I actually saw how much they cost, and I was like, okay, that's way more of an investment than I anticipated. So the engravers that I use are there's one that's 5,000, one that's 1,200, so they're a lot more affordable
Yeah,
compared to some of the other jewelry engravers out there. So I thought I would start with those and see if
yes,
they
like,
were
mine's
good.
like a $12,000 one. Mine was super expensive. I need to pull that thing out again. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm like, it's just sitting there. I'm like, I should probably do something again. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun to but you don't want to get in the personalized jewelry business. That's a whole nother ball game there for sure. But anyway. Okay, so I think that's about it. I thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're super busy and have a business and a baby and all kinds of things going on. So thank you so much. It is always a pleasure to talk to you. And you guys need to check out Paige Barbee Jewelry. And thank you so much, and look forward to watching you continue to grow and succeed, and helping you with new collections and all the things. So we appreciate your business, and you're great to work with. So thank you.
Thank you.